And we're off here. A second semi-final encounter between Central Vieux Fort and, of course, Soufriere veterans. Soufriere veterans decked in their maroon. And Central Vieux Fort with their new kit. Yes, of course, it's a red striped kit. It looks to me like an off-black color. More looking grayish from afar. A Central Vieux Fort, a burst of fury. Oh, well controlled, and Osbert Serville is on point. The dreadlocks man from Central Vieux Fort looking very dangerous there. To me like a Mark. Is it? Or the number 21 there. That's Jefferson Jones with a burst of fury. Soufriere living a slim chance here again. And it's looked to me like Tony Paul there on the far side for a Sulphur City Soufriere. Well dealt with. Again, Jefferson was mishandled. Looking very brilliant in defense there. That's Vital. And this one is coming across. Tony Paul for Soufriere. Clearance there. They're trying to build an attack on the far side there. Ball coming in very dangerously there. And it looks to me like Tony Paul finding the back of the net for Sulphur City Soufriere. The dreadlocks man. In the second minute, it's Tony Paul taking the lead here for Soufriere against Central Vieux Fort. One 0. It is in favor of Soufriere. And not forgetting they're coming up against Central Vieux Fort. The whistle of the man in the middle went. That's Timothy Joseph. Throw in there on the far side, and a ball still goes into touch. Throw into Soufriere. Well handled there on the far side. Soufriere trying to put up a resistance here in defense, and some good work done by the Sulphur City boys. But it was well met again. Benoit doing some good work there on the far side, but Central Vieux Fort just can't keep up the pace there. Henry with the throw, but Central Vieux Fort can't keep it down, and the ball has been played aerially. Henry again trying to put a boot in there. And Jerome Barboy Seville, the back heel there for Tony Paul, finding the dreadlocks man there for Vieux Fort. That's Titus Jabatis, aka Butu. This one is hoist forward. Tony Paul is trying to cool it down. Jefferson Jones was doing some very good work there, but again, giving the ball away to Soufriere. And in defense for Soufriere, Velbert Sylvester not doing some clean work there. Jabatis again looking for his man moving forward. It's Titus Silva. Ball coming across and posing no threat whatsoever to Osbert Seville's goal. Jeff Emmanuel has some work to do off his line, and it was well dealt with by Vital. A Central Vieux Fort again will start from defense. And it looked to me like Titus Silva was brought down, and he's complaining. He went down and he let loose of himself and pick up himself again. And he could have gone. A little word of advice there for, it looks to me like Gustav on the far side from the referee. Titus Silva behind this one. He's gonna swing it into the area. Oh! Well, it's not a goal there. Soufriere with a bar boy. That's Jerome Seville finding the defensive third of Central Vieux Fort. Dylan Moffat finding his man. Looks to me like the man there on the far side, Wilbur Moffat. This one was in the path of Titus, but again, Soufriere feeling very comfortable. Tony Paul receiving from Seville as Giro, and a clash there between Tony Paul and the defender there of Central Vieux Fort. And Tony Paul is just trying to pick himself up right now. Tony Paul is going to be behind this one. They have trees like Dorville Edward in the area there, tall. Oh, but Seville on, he's finding the back of the net. That's Jerome Seville there. A punch in the air. Jerome Baboy Seville hugging the first goal scorer. That's Tony Paul. Two-0 in favor of Soufriere. Jerome Seville pouncing in the 7th minute. And Central Vieux Fort on their home turf. It looks to me gonna suffer the same thing that Mabuya suffered in the very first half. Some dancing moves there by Henry. But still, it looks to me like the boys from Sulphur City Soufriere didn't come here to play. Not at all. Chester is looking for the man moving forward on the far side. Moffat with the throw. Finding his man. Joseph hustling for the ball there against Jerome Seville. And Jerome is clearing. Oh, some good work there on the far side, and this one was whistled. Soufriere very early in the second and the 7th minute. Tony Paul and of course Jerome Seville. Tony Paul breaking the deadlock, and as this one is coming across, and no problem there for Jeff Emmanuel. And very early in the second and 7th minute, Jeff Emmanuel was asked a question, and he didn't respond. Some good work there by Dorville moving forward, and Soufriere burst of fury again, and well stopped in defense there by Vital. Joseph playing back to defense, and this one is hoiked forward there. Throwing to Soufriere. Titus Silva from the left flank. He's coming in very dangerously. He's trying to take on his man, trying to take on two. And he's putting this one straight into the path of Osbert Seville, and he's bouncing on this one again. Wide of the right upright of Osbert Seville's goal. And Central View Fort is coming back. A clear picture there of Titus Silva, and of course Andy Boutou Jean-Baptiste coming in play. And this is the danger man there, the number 11 from Central View Fort. And he's just telling the boys from Sulphur City to Soufriere that he's on his stuff. And to remind you, he has a son who plays in the Bundesliga in Germany for Stuttgart. That's Kanija Elva. You should watch him sometime. And DJ Battis looking to place the ball there for Central View Fort. Is looking to whistle this one in the area. Ravino is putting himself in the final third. He's a tree, a very tall one indeed. Looking to put this one inside the area there. And a clearance for Soufriere. Some good work there by Henry. Throw in there. Jefferson Jones back to Henry, and he's trying to dance. And a foot was placed in there by Chester Francois for Soufriere. Throw in by Henry. Looking for Jones. Jones is trying to dance. And again, some good work by Francois. Putting this one into touch for a corner kick to Central View Fort. Jones has left it. It looks to me like Wilbur Moffat coming across there to whistle this one in. Well, if he has the number 16 on the back, it has to be Wilbur Moffat. This one is coming in very dangerously, and a clearance again. As it kisses the boot of Moffat, Moffat will try to work with the trajectory of the wind there, the inside of the boot, and the studs of Jean-Baptiste was waved there, and it caught the custodian from Soufriere as he helped back to his feet. Francois trying to find Tony Paul. Some running there for Francois, and he's giving Henry a beat in there, and he's trying to dance around Henry, and Henry won't let him pass. Some very, very good work there by the Sulphur City Soufriere boys. Tony Paul asking for some help with the throw. He's left it for the number 6. Ball is coming across and firing short and well blocked by the defensive third of Vieux Fort, and giving chase there is Titus Elva trying to keep this one in play, but just a bit heavy there for him. Tony Paul going back to defense and giving chase there by Henry, dealing with this one, finding Andy Jabatis, lifting this one too heavy there, and no problems there for Osbert Seville. Velbert Sylvester is going to list this one forward there for Soufriere. Henry in the defensive field for Central Vieux Fort. Some good work by Jefferson Jones. And he was robbed. And gaining it again. The back heel didn't work there for Central Vieux Fort. Soufriere again. Moving forward on the far side. Neither of the teams are keeping the ball. It's just a area ball being played. Kendall looking for his man, and it's back to him. Jabatis for Central Vieux Fort. The outside of his boot. He's looking for the man moving forward. That was Wilbur Moffat. But well accepted again by Osbert Seville. Ball is into touch. It looks to me like Dylan Moffat on the far side with the throw for Central Vieux Fort. Met the head of Dorville Edward. A towering header there. Ravino is looking to find Jabatis. Well met. And the slice of the boot of the defensive man moving there for Soufriere was met. A throw in there. Jefferson Jones sharing it with Henry. Some good work there. Ball being played in the danger zone. Giving chase on the far side. And well dealt with again in defense. And Moffat just couldn't get a shot off target there. It looks to me like Ravino taking the shot. And the drizzle is coming down here again. It looks to me like Tony Paul. Tony Paul is moving in the defensive third, and Ravino tracking back. It would be the third one passing Jeff Emmanuel, because the combination of Tony Paul and, of course, Jerome Seville is very, very deadly. Sulphur City Soufriere is of no nonsense, I must say. Corner to Soufriere. Again, Soufriere, a shot there taken, and it's ricocheting from the defensive third of Central View Fort. A corner kick there to Soufriere. It looks to me like Tony Paul, the dreadlocks man, going across. This one coming across, and Jeff Emmanuel not taking care of this one. Kendall was meeting this one, looking for Tony Paul there on the far side. He was in a hustle and bustle with Jabatis. Throw in on the far side for Central View Fort. Vital looking for his man and finding him. And it looks to me like Titi was met in the back there by August. Henry is looking to feed Titus there. And again, Jefferson Jones had someone there on his back in defense for Soufriere. Showing too much of this one there. And bad boy, that's Jerome Seville, is trying to dance around his man and trying to put it across. Some good work there. Joseph, it's Joseph finding the back of the net for Sulphur City Soufriere. The third one here. $3-0. Well, it's the same to the defeat of Mabuya to Grosile. That is 3-0. Some ill control there by Mac. for Central View Fort. A throw-in. Winter looking for his man and yeah, finding him. But you could see Central View Fort there battling it out. This one is launched forward. And this one is put into touch again from Sulphur City Soufriere. Already in the 24th minute of the first half, and it's a 3-0. And 2 balls were on the field of play, and of course he looks very, very furious indeed. That's Mark Seri from Central View Fort. And Cletus and a mark in the battle there for possession of the ball. And of course it will be dealt with by the man in the middle, Timothy Joseph. And this one is put into touch again by Soufriere, throwing to Central View Fort. This one coming across relatively flat. Out of the defense, Sylvester. Mark is just a shadow in this one out over Jerome. Benoit. Lifting this one gently into the final third. This one is cleared of the line of a defense for Soufriere. Dylan Morfat is trying to bring this one in again. And some good work again by the number 18, Chester. Chester Francois. Patrick Francois. He was looking for Jerome, and he found Jerome. Jerome Seville. Oh, a lovely dancing move there. And this one is cleared by Benoit. Curtis Benoit. This one is coming across for Soufriere. Well met in defense by Vital. Clears it. Soufriere is trying to shut them down very early here in the first half. Taita Selva on the far side. He's trying to dance around his man. And the number 5 from Soufriere, that's Joseph, was the culprit. Oh, lovely ball there. And it looks to me, oh, this one was blazed over the transversal of Osbert Serville. Tighter Selva there, not covering this one. Some good work by Jefferson Johnson bringing this one down, and Tighter Selva looking to pull one back here in the first half. Chester Francois in defense. Clearance there by Kendall Walker. Meeting Dylan Moffat in defense. Some good controlling of the ball there by Joseph. Is getting past his man. Oh, a lovely ball again. And Jeff Emmanuel is making a blooper. Likewise, the defender. Oh my God. It's all happening here. It's the 4th goal. Well, it's a 4-0 here. Worse than Mabuya Valley. Soufriere pouncing for the 4th time in the first half. And it looks to me like the goal scorer there was mishandled. For a moment, I thought it was Velbert Sylvester applying pressure, but no, I think it's the number 9 scoring the goal there. That's Augustus Lucien. Again, he comes. A Walker is sharing it wide, finding his man. Jabatis was looking for his man moving forward. The ball is back with Jabatis again. That's Wilbur Moffat on the far side, bringing this one in. And no trouble whatsoever for Osbert Seville's goal. A very strong breeze here at the Philip Masley ground, straight from the beachside area. We're not too far from St. Vincent and neighboring Isle. Max Serrier is just shadowing this one out on Jerome Seville. Vital finding his man. Some good passing there. Andy squares it up and he gives it away. Tony Paul looking for his man wide. And Jeff Emmanuel has to come off his line and dealing with this one. It looks to me like Philip was in no nonsense there, moving forward for Sulphur City Soufriere. Well, Central Vieux is getting a worst of a beating that Mabuya Valley got in the first half. Mabuya got 3. Tony Paul with the throw. And Tony Paul is trying to dance. And he was mishandled. He made amends. He's trying to bring this one across. And of course, Benoit is keeping it for Jeff. Buto, Jebatis. Looking for number 21. That's Jefferson Jones. Jones again bringing this one across. I think this one was met by a player from Soufriere. Winter, I think, will do the honors this time in bringing this one across for Central Vieux Fort. And this one, with the help of the wind, a very strong breeze, I must say. You have to work with the wind here. Just a smile from Jerome Seville momentarily. He's one of the goal scorers for Soufriere. Velbert Sylvester spiking this one forward. Well met there by Vital. And Jebatis. Some good work there by Maxeri. He's looking to pass his man. François had a boot in there. Benoit. Clearance from the defensive third of Soufriere. Put back into the pressure. Short, hitting the transversal of Osbert Seville from Titus Titi Elva. Trigger. When the hammer is cocked and the trigger is pulled, this is what launches out from a left footer there, blazing, hitting the transversal. And we're back here live at Tony Paul. This one was well contested. Jerome Seville trying to work with Tony Paul, receiving it on the end, but Benoit had other ideas. Through in there to Tony Paul, looking for us, but well dealt with there by Vital. Vital is trying to take on his man, losing possession. Snow cone. Ebra giving it away, the dreadlocks man. That's Tony Paul. Soufriere almost losing it there to Winter, but the ball strolled straight into the hands of Osbert Seville as he laces it forward, meeting the boot of Benoit. Titus Titi Elva is well shadowed there by Patrick François. Is looking for his danger man Jefferson Jones, and Jones was robbed there by François in defense. Clitus looking for his man. Again, giving it away. Benoit looking for TT. Jerome Seville just can't keep this one in play. Titus Jebatis going square. Oh, some good control there by the man moving forward, but it looks to me the man in the middle spotted an infringement. Is it Alwyn Harris there? The referee has stopped play, and there's a dispute there. Winter having a discussion there with the referee. Sylvester launches this one forward. Some good work there by Vital. Dink over the top there, and is well shadowed back to the defender. Jerome Seville, burst of fury through the legs. Oh, very good work there by Jerome Seville, and he was well met by Jeff Emmanuel and of course Benoit, and he still managed to get through the defensive third and blazing it over the transversal, looking for the 5th goal there for Sulphur City Soufriere. Central Vieux Fort will commence again. It looks to me like a Harris. Central Vieux Fort on the far side. Dylan Moffat looking to bring this one in. And this one was robbed of the Central Vieux Fort custodian. There's some very good work indeed by Maki. Looking for Tony Paul and tracking back his Max Eri for Central Vieux Fort. Titus Elva looking for options. He got one, the number 8. Mark looking for TT, finding Butu. Butu trying to dance around. He's into the final third, and a poor touch there, trying to find Titus Elva. Vital was looking to square this one wide, and clearance there from the number 15 of Sulphur City Soufriere. Well, it's near half-time here. The head of Sylvester was met. Butu finding Mark. Back to Jabatis, a.k.a. Butu. Finding Titus Elva. A dink over the top. They was looking for Jefferson Jones. And I think he was ruled offside. A reminder here that you're watching courtesy Winners TV. Some strong breeze here in the upper tier of the VIP section. That's where the commentary booth is located. You gotta be cladded with your coat to be safe from the wrath of the wind here. And Sylvester launches this one forward. Some good work there by McKenny Mackey, and he was beaten to the task by the defender there of Central Vieux Fort, and is holding his tummy there. I think he'll be needing some attention there from the medical team. And look at the number 21s there from Central Vieux Fort. That's Jefferson Jones and, of course, Kendall Walker. Check the size of Kendall Walker by Jefferson Jones, the dreadlocks man. He's the danger man for Central Vieux Fort. But Central Vieux Fort still can't hit the mark. Kendall Walker will take the free kick there for Soufriere. This is curling into Jeff, and I reminisce of one that went through his hand, and he dealt with this one quite smartly this time. Walker was working with the trajectory of the wind, and Jeff Bosco Emmanuel was equal to the task. And at the first half whistle, it's 4-0 in favor of Sulphur City Soufriere. Not forgetting they're coming up against the Central Vieux Fort here on their home turf. It's all about the Caribbean Alliance Gold Cup for 2017-2018. And you've been entertained here by music on the downstairs. That's Choice Sounds. And of course, coverage has been kept here by Winners TV. Welcome to the second half of our second encounter here tonight. The semi-final stages of the Caribbean Alliance Gold Cup. Soufriere coming up against the Central Vieux Fort and has put 4 past them in the first half. And they will recommence here with Moffat battling out with Tony Paul. And Tony Paul was brought down. A free kick there to be taken by Kendall Walker for Sulphur City Soufriere. He lists this one across, looking for the towering headers there, but well dealt with by Mark. Finding his man and they're spreading it out wide, almost troubling the cameraman down there. Walker finding his man. And some serious blocks there. You could hear the sound of the boots clattering. Vital looking for his man, Augustine, and finding him. This one is going across. Winter. There's some good defending there again for Soufriere. Shabatis was looking for his man. And Kendall Walker clearing the ball in the wrong direction there and giving Central Vieux Fort a corner kick. Let me remind you, you're watching Courtesy Winners TV, veterans football at its best. And Kendall Walker with the head again. Jerome Seville was robbed there by Vital. And Tony Paul making amends. Jerome with a burst of fury there on the near side. Bringing this ball under control. He's trying to get past Curtis Benoit. And a very soft header there to Jeff Emmanuel. And DJ Batis It was taken away from him. Jerome was trying to bring this one across. Well dealt with from the defensive third of Central View forward. Oh, lovely ball there to Winter. And well dealt in defense by Sylvester. And leaving it for Osbert Soufriere, the goalkeeper. Jerome is trying to flick over a Morfat. That's Dylan. Dylan again squares it to his man. Butu Jebatis winning this one. Some good touches there. Winter looking to move forward, but again proven very good there is the defensive third of Soufriere, and Winter is brought down by Simon Abraham there, bringing down Winter just for the 18-yard region. This one is straight into the arms of Osbert Soufriere. It was Augustine putting a doll in the arms of Osbert Soufriere. And Soufriere is lacing it out of a touch there for throwing to be taken there by Dylan Morfat. Vital with the outside of his boot is looking for Winter on the far side, and Winter, I don't think he could have kept it in play. There's a dispute of where that the ball should have been positioned, and I think right now it's in the hands of Simon Abraham with the throw, finding Tony Paul. Paul is trying to dance around Dylan Morfat. Central View Fort is trying to win possession of the ball again. This one is coming across. Soufriere putting up the resistance in defense, giving it to Curtis Benoit. Benoit giving possession again away to Soufriere. Some good touches there for Sulphur City Soufriere. McKenny Mackey is trying to dance around his man. He's guarded there by Mark. This one is coming across and well dealt with by Dylan Morfat, straight into the arms of Jeff Emmanuel. Morfat again squares it up. Is finding his man. Benoit squares it up to Jebatis. Jebatis is finding Mark with Andy Butu Jebatis again. Sulphur City Soufriere gaining possession of the ball and giving it to Augustine, but regaining possession, moving forward there, and he was just whistled offside with hands on the hips. That's David, not pleased at all. Having a chat there with the man in the middle, Timothy Joseph. Vital is going short to Benoit. 1-2 again. Tony Paul for Soufriere is looking for the run of McKenny Mackey on the far side. And the ball is just helped into touch there for throwing. Hurriedly, you know, it was Mark Soufriere going for the ball for the custodian from Soufriere, because he knows that he's down, and Tony Paul is not in any bother to go for the ball, so he did him the honors. Tony Paul with the throw, looking for his man. François was the hobbled of this ball there. And Dijabatis looking for the run of his dreadlocks man on the far side. And he's ruled offside just after Osbert Seville did peel this one from the palm of his hands. And Jefferson Jones was not pleased at all with the decision of Gian Polius there on the far side. Velbert Sylvester is going to list this one forward as a waving arm like giving signs on an airport. Is the plane ready to land or take off? Central View Fort with Augustine. You see him with the stylish boots there. Is finding Dylan Moffat, and Moffat was handled there by McKenny Mackey, and clearance there for Soufriere. Back in control, it looks to me like Kendall Walker looking for Tony Snowcone Abra Paul, and a good shadow in there by Vital. Dylan Moffat for Central View Fort. Winning this one is Winter. And he wins himself a corner. That's some good work there by Winter. And the Jabatis looking for Titus Selva, and also on the end of this one was the danger man Jefferson Jones, eluding all of them and into touch there. Tony Paul forced Alpha to Soufriere, or loop over the head, and Tony Paul was blocked there by Benoit. Central View Fort playing a passing game. Squares it wide. Augustine is a shield of the ball there by Patrick Francois. Some instruction given there by Velbert Sylvester, asking his players to push forward. They've won the tournament before. Sulphur City Soufriere. Harris looking for Jabatis, finding him. Jabatis is trying to dance around Tony Paul. And well catered there by Winter, bringing this one across. Osbert Seville with the save, and off the line again from the defensive further of Soufriere. And it looks to me like one of the players remaining down there. And it looks to me like Tony Paul. He collided with Alwyn Harris. And it looks to me like he's okay. Soufriere. Some good moves there. This one is coming across. Osbert Seville is not collecting cleanly there. He collided with, I believe it was Titus moving forward there. And they are asking the question why. Titus and Winter not too happy at all. And it looks to me like Velbert Sylvester will be carded here by Timothy Joseph for wasting precious time. He was implying that the ball was removed on its spot by the wind. Some strong wind here. The head of the Central Vieux player was met. And a challenge there from Dorville Edward on Andy Boutou Jobatis. Boutou finding Titi. Oh, lovely work there, bringing this one across, and a player was whistled offside. It looks to me like Wilbur Moffat in the mix there. No, Moffat is not in the mix. It's Winter there. Wilbur has not been reintroduced in the game. Alwyn looking to find Boutou. Tony Paul was mishandled there for the second time in succession. He's rubbing his chest there. And a hand given to him. As a matter of fact, two. That's of the referee. And he runs like nothing happened. Tony Snowcone Abra Paul. Dorville launching this one forward. Shadowing this ball is Dylan Moffat. Abra is up by 4 goals to nil, and he has no desires of bringing this ball back to Jeff Emmanuel. Tony Paul with a shot on target there, not bothering Jeff. On the far side is Max Serrier. Jefferson Jones with the throw again, Serrier. Some good work there by Dorville Edward. Dylan Moffat. Dorville cleaning up. Some good work again by Vital. He had a boot in there. Alwyn is going wide, finding Andy Boutou Jobatis. Boutou is going to put Dorville to task. He's trying to dance around him. Oh, some very good work in defense again by Francoise. That's Patrick. Boutou is sealing this one in. And Elva is ruled offside, and he's unhappy about it. Dorville is looking for his man on the near side. Throw in there to Central View Fort. It looks to me like Andy was impeded. Looking for Titus to look for the consolation there. Their consolation goal. Some good work there by Mark, but losing possession. Mark is shadowing Lucien. Some good work there by Mark. Throw-in by Chester Françoise. Mark is on the ends of this one. Ricocheting it off the sheen of the player there coming in for Central View Fort. A throw in there to Soufriere. This one is coming across. Benoit will caress this one forward there for Central View Fort, and they've given it away. Shot is wide off the left upright of Jeff Emmanuel. Jeff finds Dylan Morfat on the near side. His left defender carries it as far as Jean-Baptiste, and he skips this one on Dorville. But some good work at the back again. Oh, it is Jerome Seville trying to bring this one across. Taking on his man quite perfectly. Jerome Seville let off and hands on the face there. I think it was David. He was trying to feed David there. A header of Velbert Sylvester. Good turn there by Patrick. And lifting this one straight into the path of the keeper. Finding his man, Henry. Jefferson Jones. Finding Seri. Alwyn. Augustus Lucien trying to find the danger man there. Wilbur has been reintroduced and looking for Jean-Baptiste. Find the head of Dorville. Titi finding Wilbur again. Wilbur trying to spread it wide to Butu. This time Butu is on the end of this one. Clearance there from Soufriere. Wilbur Morfat. Looking for Titus Elva. But he wants it straight at his feet, not away from him. looking for consolation there is Vieux. Moffat finding his man, back to him. Dorville finding Jerome. A lovely pass there to Joseph. A powering shot there. And again, Lucien has hands on head. Some good work there by Dorville. Dorville is looking for Marius Joseph. And Joseph was bundled over there by Henry. A free kick there to Sulphur City Soufriere. And that's corner more likely. I thought he was impeded. But the ball went off the defender, and Soufriere has won themselves a corner to be taken by Cletus Hippolyte here on the near side. This one is coming across. Heads of Titus went. Clearance there from Central Vieux. Well guarded by Wilbur. Is finding Jones, and Jones was robbed. Some good touches there by Soufriere. Winning the battle there is Central Vieux. Jefferson Jones looking for his man. Oh, the back heel just didn't work on the far side. It was coming from Winter. Barboy being shadowed there by Winter, and of course Titus. Tracking back there is Marc Serrier for Central Vieux. Curtis Benoit relinquishing the attack to Soufriere. There's a hold up in play there. Jeff Bosco Emmanuel. Putting it straight into the path of Joseph. But well won again. Henry squaring it and finding his man. Some good move there by Serrier. Finding TT goes wide to Jefferson Jones. Wilbur Moffat. He has a trigger of a foot, but he's just lobbing this one over. I must make mention of a trigger of a foot there from Moffat. He could really launch some of them. Velbert Sylvester is pouncing this one forward. Well met by Henry. Henry looking for his man. Alwyn to Jabatis. Dorville again in defense. Jabatis bringing this one across. Oh, what a save there by Osbert Seville. The head of Jones was met, and Seville saving it off the line, and the clash of heads, I believe, in the goal there. That's of Winter. And of course, Patrick Francois of Soufriere. And Francois has left himself in a genuflecting manner, more like on his hands and knees, just picking himself up and complaining to the referee. More like he's just killing time, I must say. See the flappery net at the back there. It proves to you how strong the wind is coming across here. Velvet Sylvester pouncing on this one here, and he's finding his man Lucien, and Lucien was robbed. Henry trying to square it wide, but Dorville has better ideas, and he's finding Jerome Barboy Seville, and he's gonna dance. He's gonna bring it across. Oh, Lucien was trying to head this one down past Jeff Bosco Emmanuel, but Central Vieux Fort had all the ideas. Alwyn squares it wide. And the man moving forward there is the Dreadlocks man on the far side. That's Jefferson Jones. And he was impeded. A little chip in there from Titus, well met by Osbert Seville. And Osbert finds Jerome. Jerome is trying to dance around Henry. Giving the ball away is the Soufriere. Andy Boutou-Jabatis in the area. And no problems there for Osbert Seville. Caressing this one. And of course even taking a nap over it. Not a nap with the closure of the eye, but a nap just to close the referee's eye for a moment and make him think. Oh, there was some nice touches there on the ball by Lucien. And he was brought down, but he was still favored. Jerome Seville is just not controlling this one there. Straight into the arms of Bosco. And Bosco is just helping this one into touch. Taking it hurriedly there. And you could see the agony there on the face of Jerome Barboy Seville. And tonight it's no Western dancing. I know that he loves his Western very much. A good touch there. He was looking for Jerome, but found Alwyn Harris. TT is lifting this one on the far side. On the far side was Schwa Melchior. Melchior with the throw. And Melchior giving the ball away. Clearance there by Velbert Sylvester. Tracking back for Central Vieux Fort is Mark Serrier, the Dreadlocks man. Shot pass to Harris, and it was well won there. Soufriere looking very good indeed. Spreading the ball. Soufriere again, maintaining possession. Jerome Barboy Seville finding his man, and it looks to me like the ball has gone into touch for a free into Vieux Fort Central. Taken by Andy Boutou-Jabatis, finding Titus Elva. Wilbur Moffat. Moffat was looking for Winter, but was over his head. Jerome, Baboy, is trying to dance around his man and losing possession. Henry looking for TT. Some strong defensive move there by Soufriere. TT winning this one and playing it very quick to Andy Jabatis. Some good defending there from the defensive third of Soufriere. Free to Central Vieux Fort. And it looks to me like Tita Selva was brought down. A free kick there to Central Vieux Fort. Very funny indeed. They call them Central Vieux Fort, and Vieux Fort is to the south of the island. So there's a central in the south of the island. Some instructions there from Elva. He's going to swing this one, rather playing it short, receiving it again. And he was trying to take on the Dreadlocks man, that of Sulfur City Soufriere, and helping it into touch. Velvet Seville. Velvet Sylvester, that is, pouncing this one forward. Henry is looking to dance around this man. Benoit finding Henry again. Wilbur Moffat. Winning himself a corner. It looks to me like Andy Jabatis. Plays it short to Henry. Jabatis will bring it across. And consolation goal there. Vieux finding the back of the net. (4-1) it is. (4-1) here. Clarence from Dorville Edward.
So right now the score is 4-1. Central before just finding the back of the net.
Central Vieux Fort finding their consolation goal there. And our ball is pushed forward there. Jerome getting past his man. He's on the receiving end and he's taking it to the corner flag. Looking for Joseph. Joseph was handled there by Harris. Central Vieux Fort again. Wilbur Moffat losing this one. Trying to make amends, but some good work there by Patrick Francois. And looks to me like Joseph was ruled offside. Central View Fort gaining possession. A free in there to Central View Fort. Henry. He was challenged there by Jerome Seville, and he's not too pleased with the outcome. Titus Elva trying to win this one, and some good work again in the defensive third. Wilbur Moffat trying to find Elva, and Elva was impeded. And the Boutou Jabatis tried to take it hurriedly, but he was well guarded again. Titus Elva behind this one. Meeting the wall. And Jabatis on the receiving end, but he was well met by the Dreadlocks man. Snow Cone is remaining down and complaining about Jerome Seville. He's sharing this one. Snow Cone on the end of this one again. Oh, good ball to Jerome. Oh, lovely. A 1-2 there from Kendall Walker, and this one will beat Jerome, and Jerome is very tired. Central View Fort with Joseph trying to lift this one forward. This one is pushed back to Jeff Bosco Emmanuel. He squares it wide, looking for his defender. Some activity there on the near side. And Jabatis was well tackled there. Dorville Edward. Oh, taking on his man quite perfectly. He's releasing Snow Cone, Paul, Abra, and saved by Bosco. And had a handshake there with Jeff Bosco Emmanuel. The dreadlocks man just couldn't pass the ball head. Well, he found the back of the net earlier on. Wilbur Moffat. Oh, the outside of the boot. Firing this one is Wilbur Moffat. Fighting back is a Central View Fort. Well, Mabuya had a consolation goal, but there you see the clear picture of Wilbur Moffat. 2 goals to his name. Soufriere with Tony Paul. Looking for his man moving forward. Well won there by Central View Fort. The game is filled with excitement here. And some good work there by Mark Serrier on the far side. Spot kick to Central View Fort to be taken by Titus Elva. And Dijabatis. And Kendall Walker will put this one into touch. Henry. Oh, a touch too heavy there. He was looking for a man moving forward. That's Andy Jabatis. Joseph. A touch too heavy. Andy is not happy at all. Tony Paul. Tony Paul, oh, good turn there. Finding Dorville. Producing the exact same service there to Tony Paul. And he was trying to flick it past Curtis Benoit. And the ball is ricocheted off the boot of Benoit into touch for a corner kick to Sulphur City Soufriere. Corner kick there to be taken by Kendall Walker. For Soufriere. Central View Fort has 2 consolation goals. Walker. Heads go up there in defense. Oh, good work there by Henry. This one is lifted looking for Titus Elva. And finding him. He's guarded there by Dorville Edward. Some good defensive work there by Felbert Sylvester. Dorville again. This one is hiked forward, looking for Tony Paul. Tony Paul again. Some good work there. And Bosco is off his line. Tony Paul was looking for Philip. That's the bench of Central View Fort. Jamil Joseph. And at the final whistle, it is Sulphur City Soufriere going home with the victory, defeating the homeboys of Central Vieux by 4 goals to 2. Well, of course, earlier on, Mabuya went down by 4 goals to 1 to Grosile. Central Vieux will meet Grosile in the finals, and of course, for the 2nd and 3rd place, you'll see Central Vieux and Mabuya Valley entertaining themselves. Will be back here on the 10th of February for the finals of the championship trophy. That's the main championship. That's the Gold Cup trophy. And we'll be back here next Sunday to see the plate finals. That of the Caribbean Alliance Gold Cup. That's the 3rd of February. So make no mistake about it. It's all about the Caribbean Alliance Gold Cup. Veterans football for 2017-2018. And I must say, we had a very good time here at the Philip Marsley ground. And of course, football action is captured there by Winners TV. And of course, yes, we'll see you come next weekend. Attack on the far side there. Ball coming in very dangerously there. And it looks to me like Tony Paul finding the back of the net for Sulphur City Soufriere. The dreadlocks man. In the 2nd minute, it's Tony Paul taking the lead here for Soufriere against Central Vieux. They have trees like Dorville Edward in the area there, tall. Oh, but Seville on, he's finding the back of the net. That's Jerome Seville there, a punch in the air. Jerome Baboy Seville hugging the first goal scorer. That's Tony Paul. (2-0) in favor of Soufriere. He's trying to take on his man, trying to take on 2. And he's putting this one straight into the path of Osbert Seville, and he's bouncing on this one again. Wide of the right upright of Osbert Seville's goal. And Central Vieux is coming back. A clear picture there. Good work there. Joseph. It's Joseph finding the back of the net for Sulphur City Soufriere. The 3rd one here. 3-0. Well, it's the same to the defeat of Mabuya to Grosile. That is 3-0. Oh, lovely ball there. And it looks to me, oh, this one was blazed over the transversal of Osbert Seville. Tighter Silva there, not covering this one. Some good work by Jefferson Jones in bringing this one down, and Tighter Silva looking to pull one back here in the first half. Chester François. Short, hitting the transversal of Osbert Seville from Titus Titi Elva. Trigger. When the hammer is cocked and the trigger is pulled. This is Jerome Seville. Burst of fury through the legs. Oh! Very good work there by Jerome Seville. And he was well met by Jeff Emmanuel and, of course, Benoit. Shot to Henry. Shabatis will bring it across. And consolation goal there. Vieux finding the back of the net. Earlier on. Wilbur Moffat. Oh, the outside of the boot. Firing this one is Wilbur Moffat. Fighting back.